Hello you guys, and welcome to my channel if you're here for the very first time, and welcome back if you're returning. I really appreciate your support. So today I want to do my most anticipated releases for March, and yes, today it's the 13th. Today is Saturday the 13th of March, and I'm only recording this now because I'm forever late with these videos, but it's all right, they still come. So I have 5 books that I am interested in that are coming this month. Some of them are part of the series that I haven't even started yet, but the plan is to do so in 2021, so I'm not worried. And yeah, let's get into it. I'm gonna use my journal because I wrote down the books that I'm releasing, and then I'm going to use my phone to give you guys a brief synopsis from Goodreads. So the first book that I am interested in is Act Your Age, Eve Brown. So this is by Talia Hibbert, and this is the 3rd installment of the Brown Sisters series. I have not read any of the books yet. I do, however, have take a hint, Danny Brown. I still need to get what's the first one? Get Alive, Chloe Brown. So I still need to get Alive, Chloe Brown, which is the first book. So let me just tell you what Goodreads says about this book. So I'm just gonna read like the first paragraph of the synopsis for you from Goodreads. So it says, in Act Your Age, Eve Brown, the flightiest brown sister crashes into the life of an uptight B&B owner and has him falling hard, literally. Eve Brown is a certified hot mess. No matter how hard she strives to do right, her life always goes horribly wrong. So she's given up trying. But when her personal brand of chaos ruins an expensive wedding, someone had to liberate those poor doves. Her parents draw the line. It's time for Eve to grow up and prove herself, even though she's not entirely sure how. So if I'm not mistaken, I think Eve Brown is the youngest of the Brown sisters. So yeah, I am looking forward to the release of this book and getting it for myself pretty soon. The next book that I'm interested in is Chain of Iron, and this is by Cassandra Clare. So this is part of the Shadowhunters Chronicles series. Oh, this is part of the Lost Hour series, which is part of the Shadowhunters Chronicles bigger story. And the first one is Chain of Gold, and I have not yet read that book or bought that book. I still need to do that. I really love the covers of these books. They're really, really pretty, and yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. So I'm just gonna read like just a tiny little bit because I don't know what Chain of Gold is about, and obviously this is the second book, so I don't want to get too much into the synopsis and end up spoiling it for myself. But it says Cordelia Carstairs seems to have everything she ever wanted. She's engaged to marry James Herondale, the boy she had loved since childhood. She has a new life in London with her best friend Lucy Herondale and James' charming companions, the Merry Thieves. She's about to be reunited with her beloved father, and she bears the sword Cortana, a legendary hero's blade. But the truth is far grimmer. James and Cordelia's marriage is a lie, arranged to save Cordelia's reputation. You know, I'm just gonna stop there because already, yeah, I'm just gonna stop there and move on to the next book. So the next book on my radar is Perfect on Paper, and this is by Sophie Gonzalez, and I'm just gonna read a little bit for you. So it says that in Perfect on Paper, Leah on Off the Beat meets To All the Boys I've Loved Before. So I've not read any of those books, but I have watched To All the Boys I've Loved Before, and it was a really cute movie. So this is queer because it talks about a bisexual girl who gives anonymous love advice to her classmates, is hired by the hot guy to help him get his ex back. Like, it already sounds like high school drama, teenage drama. Like, it sounds like it's gonna be fun. It sounds like it's gonna be really cute. So it says her advice spot on, her love life way off. Darcy Phillips can give you the solution to any of your relationship woes for a fee. Uses her power for good most of the time. Really cannot stand Alexandra Broham. Has maybe not the best judgment when it comes to her best friend Brooke, who is in love with someone else. Does not appreciate being blackmailed. So yeah, it sounds like it's gonna be really, really fun, and I'm really looking forward to picking this up and reading it pretty soon. The next book on my radar is called The Unbroken, and this is by C.L. Clarke, and this is part of the Magic of the Lost series. This is the first installment of that series, and already on the cover, like, we have our main character exuding power. So it's like, I just cannot wait for this. This is fantasy. Is it sci-fi as well? I have no idea. But Goodreads says that it is expected to publish on the 23rd of March. So this is definitely one of those books that I'm really, really excited for. And the synopsis goes like this. Terrain is a soldier, stolen as child and raised to kill and die for the Empire. Her only loyalty is to her fellow conscripts, but now her company has been sent back to the homeland to stop a rebellion, and the ties of blood may be stronger than she thought. Lucy needs a turncoat, somebody desperate enough to tiptoe the bayonet's edge between treason and order, someone who can sway the rebels towards peace. Though assassinations and massacres in bedrooms and in war rooms, Terrain and Luca will haggle over the price of a nation, but some things aren't for sale. So yeah, it looks really, really cool. The cover looks really cool. Where is this? I don't know where the world is based, so I don't want to make any assumptions. Lighting changed a little bit. I didn't realize that I was so overexposed. I hope it looks better. I'm still figuring out how to use this camera. Probably you guys are not aware, but I recently got a camera for my videos, and I'm still figuring out how to use the darn thing. Okay, so bear with me if I probably was overexposed in the last couple of minutes. My apologies to you and your eyes. Anyway, moving on. The last book on my radar is The Lost Apothecary, and this is by Sarah Penner. So when I read a little bit of the synopsis for this book, I was like, I have to get this book. This book sounds so good. And yeah, I didn't read all of it, so I just read enough to make me want to go out and get it. And this is a female apothecary secretly dispenses poisons to liberate women from the men who have wronged them. That's all I needed to know. That is all I needed to know. But for you guys, I will read a little bit further. So it says, a female apothecary secretly dispenses poisons to liberate women from the men who have wronged them, setting 3 lives across centuries on a dangerous collision course. Rule number 1, the poison must never be used to harm another woman. Rule number 2, the names of the murderer and her victim must be recorded in the apothecary's register. So this book seems to be based in 1791, and probably in London, because they talk about a dark London alley where somebody's waiting for a new customer, but it seems like it's set in London and in the 17th century. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think it's gonna be quite an interesting read, and I can't wait to pick up the book. So yeah. And yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you've been made aware or found some books that you might be interested in. Please leave me a comment down below of the books that you are interested in that are releasing in the month of March. If any of the ones that are on your radar, just let me know, and if you've read any of them, let me know what your thoughts were without any spoilers. And yeah, comment, like, subscribe to my channel, and please follow me over on my Bookstagram account. It is BookedonCharity, and that is one word. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.